If anybody doesn't want their picture to be on YouTube at one time or another, just let me know and I can edit you out. But mostly I'm going to focus on Wayne here. And let's see, we're already recording. Uh, oh, let me turn your microphone on.
Good idea. Did I tell you it was on?
Yeah. Oop, I'm hitting the wrong side. There it is.
Okay.
Okay, test.
Yeah, technical difficulties.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wayne Roberts.
All right, I'm back again. Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Wayne. My wife, Susan, is right over there in the green sweater. She's hiding. And Tommy asked me to bring one of my crazy projects down, so here it is. It's a drawing robot. So this little device here, and I'll explain the parts in a minute, is actually taking commands from the computer here and drawing that picture right there onto this piece of paper. And we'll see how it comes out, but that's the plan, okay? So the way it works is these two little motors here, this one and this one, have a belt that goes through the motor, and that belt allows the motor to move the belt. I mean, that motor moves that belt in tiny little movements. You can hardly see them sometimes. They're really small. That takes this picture, which has been translated into a language that the motors can understand. Then the motors will then move just exactly in the way they need to make that picture. So that's what's happening right now. The picture's about maybe halfway done, I guess. Wow. And it'll keep going until it finishes the whole thing. And I've got several pictures I'd like to do today, but this one's good because it has the title of this soiree. It's Friendsgiving, so I thought that was appropriate. So this is a really old piece of software that a guy, I think he's from the East Coast. He used this piece of software a long time ago, and now he's commercialized this whole thing. So now you can get a commercial one of these. You can buy it, and you can have your own if you wish. I didn't go that route, mainly because I'm cheap, but also because I wanted to see if I could get the challenge done of taking the old piece of software that's no longer supported and making it work again. So that's why I came up with this idea, it was the challenge of it. So this is a really old piece of software that's supposedly going to draw that picture right there using this equipment. That orange thing, I didn't explain what the orange thing was, is a little bit more than just the pen holder. You can see, everybody can see it's holding the pen, but it's also doing something else. That's why you see it kind of shimmy a little bit every now and then. When the pen shouldn't be on the paper drawing, that picks it up off the paper. There's a little arm in there that rotates down and picks the pen up so it doesn't make a mark on the paper. And then when it's time to make a mark, according to what the software tells it, it goes down and then it draws again. And it continually does that. If you look up here carefully, when that little light is green, it's drawing. When that light turns red, it's not drawing anymore. It's doing what's called a travel.
You should tell them where the orange things came from.
Excuse me?
Tell them where the orange things came from.
Oh, okay. This orange thing, I had a different model that I made myself that didn't work great. So I found this it's an online thing, and it's 3D printed. So I 3D printed that at home. And so that, it's a little bit modified from what the print was, but the idea is these two big bolts here counter the weight that's in those shotgun pellets in those film containers. So that they're pretty heavy, and so these are the counterweight. They help hold the pen to the paper, and they also keep just enough tension on the belt so that the teeth don't skip in the gearbox up there. So that's just what the yes, yeah. So that's a 3D printed piece, if you will.
So how long did this all take? Oh, hours.
Yeah, hours. The physical build didn't take me that long because I had an idea what I wanted to do. The programming part of it really took me a while because I was working with a programming language I hadn't worked with much before, and so there was a lot of Googling involved. So yeah, how do you do this? How do you do that? So, and I just kept, at it until it worked.
As hard as he can to reuse things. So the room where he does all this work, I have my sewing machine in one little corner on this table, and all the rest of the room is just stuff. And it's all, I mean, some of it he bought, but most of it he has found, or it's tops off of the laundry detergent, or just any kind of thing you can think of, but like those film canisters, you know? Who's seen a film canister?
Excuse me, ma'am, do you have a point?
But he's very creative and likes to reuse stuff.
So what is your background that allows you to do this sort of
Oh, this is all self-taught. I was in the Coast Guard with Tommy for many, many years, and it's just I just got interested in this kind of stuff, and it's been like a passion to. And there's worse stuff than this I'm doing. I mean, this is.
Increase or decrease the size of the picture?
Yes. So right now, I've just in the interest of a time economy, I've got it drawing on a piece of 8 by 10 paper. So 8.5 by 11, whatever it is, the regular paper. It will go all the way up to about 16 by 20. If you want it to go bigger, you certainly could. All you'd have to do is make a bigger background, move these two motors apart. You would have to have a longer belt, but you can make it. The sky's really the limit. I mean, these motors are way powerful enough to, it could be like that big. I mean, it could be.
Do you sell kits and come home and set them up for the people that have no idea what that's doing?
Yeah, well, you could, I guess.
That's why I'm videoing it.
Yeah.
And behind you, you probably said it, I probably missed it, but is it pencil? Oh, it's a pen.
It's a pen. It's just a little bit higher end ballpoint pen. It's not fancy though. I mean, you get. I got that at Swain's, I think. But you can use different kinds of. You could have a pencil, good hard lead because it would wear it down to a nub by the time you finish this. You could have a marker. You could have a Sharpie. You could have many different kind of. You could even make this background a whiteboard and use a dry erase marker and have it draw on the whiteboard. You could do that too. So, and then you just erase it.
What does it look like when it's drawn from a photograph and not a line drawing? Have you tried that?
Yes. So this is optimized for the line drawing. It's called an SVG. Nobody wants to know that, but anyway, it would do a photograph also. Very slow. It takes a long time to do it, and yeah, it does shading, and it uses a number of different techniques to get shading and shadowing right and all that, but it works. But it takes forever, so that's why I don't have a photograph.
How does it decide where to draw next? Is it drawing from a center point or how? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's a really good question. So you want to build one of these because you guys. Yeah, it is. It is drawing from a home position, which is the home position is right there, and it's using that home position. The software is always computing from that home position, so it can tell the pen where to go. So as it proceeds along, it's referring to that home position and then using a process called reverse kinematics to figure out where that pen tip is supposed to be on the paper. And that is translated into the motors moving. It's not super smart though, and you might see that in a bit when it starts doing the lettering. It'll do the first letter of Friendsgiving. It'll do the F, And then it'll go all the way over and do the G, and then it'll come back and maybe it'll do part of the E, and then it'll do, so, but there is a way to optimize that, and you have to be a little smarter than I am to figure that out, but there is a way of optimizing it so it does it in a more efficient manner.
Does anybody else have one of these?
Oh,
Have
I've,
you seen online, anybody else?
oh yeah, online, yeah, all kinds of people do it. Yeah, really, all kinds. Yeah. Yeah. No, people have them. There's even a version, and I don't know whether the gentleman was I was talking. There's a version of this that you replace the pen assembly, this orange thing, with a wood cutting router. Okay, so you imagine a wood cutting router on here, and this thing that's not drawing a picture, it's cutting it out of a piece of plywood. So they do have such a thing. It's obviously much more robust than this because a router's heavy, but it works exactly the same way. Same way. Yep.
I want to tell a couple of Wayne Roberts stories because it was 1983 or
82, I
I
think.
was stationed aboard the Coast Guard cutter Polar Star, and I came on board, and he was one of the first people I met after getting introduced to the captain, and he was the first person I ever knew that owned a computer. A Commodore?
An Amiga, Commodore Amiga, yeah.
What's that thing he's got in his name? But this man and I have sailed the world together, from the Arctic from 400 miles north of Alaska to the Antarctic.
Yeah.
And back again. So, and some of the best times of my life were spent when we were sailing together. He was the science officer on board.
Yeah. Which is
I was just the ship's bosun,
yeah.
the deckhand.
Yeah, deckhand.
And then another little trivia for you is that I hope you get to taste my strawberry rhubarb pie. And it was around that time that dear Susan Roberts introduced me to strawberry rhubarb pie.
Yeah.
So she gets a star too. So.
And our son went sailing with you as well.
What's that?
Our son went sailing with you as well.
Oh yes. Well, after we both retired, they went back to the East Coast. Why, I'm not quite sure, but anyway, they went back to the East Coast. We lost track of each other for 3 or 4 years, and then I get a phone call from Wayne. He says, "Hi, Tommy. You still living in Port Angeles?" I said, "Yeah, I live in Port Angeles." He said, "My daughter just graduated from college with a civil engineering degree, and she just got her first job in Port Angeles, Washington." And they still live here. Their whole family's here. They got grandkids. But it was a few years after that the Roberts moved here. It's been one of the greatest just reunions in my life. The other thing that he did, all these wonderful lights throughout the whole building.
Yeah.
Was because Wayne helped me do it.
Yeah. We did a lot of wiring here.
A lot of work. That's why you could. It would have cost $100,000 to have had an electrician to do it. And be able to turn this one down and that one up, and this one down and that one up.
Of course you would like to do that.
Anyway, now are you going to be able to leave that run?
Yeah, I'm going to let it run until this picture finishes. And then I've got another couple other pictures I might throw up there just to let it.
Okay, so
And this one's kind of long. It takes 40 to 45 minutes to finish. The next few I have are quicker, so they'll more instant gratification. More, yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So we can move on. Now we have some other people that want to.
I think Kathy's got something going on, right?
Kathy?
Yeah. I don't guess he could put on the spot.
No, I'm stage fright, except for Tommy.
Okay. Oh, great.
Does she need to? Do you need to transfer this over to her?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on. So.